that at about 2:15, at about 2:15 a.m., Srila Gurudev had some desire to go to the bathroom, so the devotees lifted him up from the bed and brought him to his chair. And then after he was finished, then they brought him back to his bed. At that time, they noticed that Srila Gurudev was having some difficulty breathing, so they immediately went and they brought Madhav Maharaj and Brajanath Prabhu. They came, and they had an oxygen machine that was just here, kept here on this table. So there was some attempt to give oxygen to Srila Gurudev at that time. Madhav Priya explained to me that Srila Gurudev was very, very aware and conscious. He said he was looking very sharp, looking at each person who was around him. Very conscious, very aware. And then there was some attempt, so many minutes went by, then Srila Gurudev wanted to lie down, so they laid him down also. And then they began kirtan for Srila Gurudev. So Srila Gurudev, in those final minutes, because this was coming up to about 3 o'clock a.m., that was the time that they noticed on the clock. Some said 3 a.m., some said 3:02 a.m., like this. So Madhav Priya said that when Srila Gurudev was in his final minutes and he was lying there, his tongue was constantly moving. All of that time period, his tongue was constantly moving, and he was chanting the Maha Mantra. Maha Mantra was what he was chanting. It was very clear by watching his tongue that he was chanting the Maha Mantra. The chanting of Hare Hare, it was said that at Gurudev's final moment, he was chanting those syllables, Hare Hare, by the movement of his tongue, like this. So in this way, Srila Gurudev departed from this world in the most glorious way on the very appearance day of his most intimate Siksha Guru and Godbrother, Srila Bhaktivedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj. And one important thing that Madhava Priya told is that Srila Gurudev did not know, he was not being informed as the days went by, which day of the week it was, which day of the month it was, or if it was Ekadasi day, or any special day like this. Because they were giving various medicines to Srila Gurudev, and they didn't want Srila Gurudev also to be concerned about following Ekadasi. So what basically he said is that externally there would not be any way that he would be able to know that that day was the appearance day of Srila Bhaktivedanta Vaman Maharaj. But Srila Gurudev did know. Internally, he knew and understood everything. And therefore, it is even more extraordinary that this personality desired to perform that pastime on this day. So it was very clear that Srila Gurudev was in full control all the time, throughout all of these months. And one thing that I expressed to many devotees, as I observed Srila Gurudev's condition throughout that entire period, I was with him in Delhi, and I was with him in Govardhan, and then here in Puri I came. And one thing that I noticed about Srila Gurudev's final pastime is that he did everything, like in his whole life, whatever he performed, whatever he did, he always performed it perfectly, very tastefully, very beautifully, very sweetly. He used to say, Madhurena samapayet. At the end of his festivals, when he would have a week-long festival, and he would be reciting Srimad Bhagavatam to all the devotees. and he would come to the sweet pastimes of Radha and Krishna in Braj, in 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And he would end his final lecture, and sometimes he would say this, that madhurena samapayat. Everything should be completed with sweetness. In this particular case, I have to say that I observed that Srila Gurudev's departure from this world, after benedicting the entire world for 15 years, traveling all throughout the length and breadth of the planet, in old age, with great inconvenience, giving, thousands of hours of Harikatha to all the devotees. Then he gave the opportunity to everyone, all of his disciples, to witness that now he is preparing to leave this world. Although no one wanted to accept this fact, but Srila Gurudev, he gave this opportunity to everyone for 4.5 months by showing that now I'm going from this world. Now you should follow very seriously. And Srila Gurudev had trained everyone in the Siddhanta. He gave every possible chance for all the devotees to become serious, to come to Brajamandala Parikrama, come to Navadvip Dham Parikrama, visit him when he would come for his festivals here and there around the world. And in this way, he gave an opportunity at the end for all the devotees to feel separation mood from him, to meditate upon him. What is his desire? To give their seva to him, their service to him, and to send donations and various medicines and so forth. And the whole world, all the devotees were completely absorbed in Srila Gurudev. He gave this perfect opportunity. And then he even, although he said that he would leave, generally he would say this, that I will also leave in Kartik month. My Guru Maharaj left at that time, my godbrothers left at that time. He made some indication. But still, out of his mercy, he remained and gave the devotees the opportunity to complete Kartik month, Brajamandala Parikrama. And then at the end he came out on the veranda in Govardhan and he gave his final speech to all the devotees. And encouraged them to come to Navadvip Dham Parikrama next, after a few months. And Srila Gurudev, then after that he came here to Jagannath Puri. And all the devotees around the world were constantly hearing news and constantly thinking of Srila Gurudev. So he gave this long period where the devotees could be prepared to understand that now he would no longer physically be present with us. And when he performed this pastime in this room on that very auspicious day, he proved this fact, madhurena samapayat. Perfect pastime of the pure devotee, leaving this world on the most auspicious occasion, in the most auspicious place. So in this way, I'm remembering our beloved Srila Gurudev and remembering his pastimes. And there are some details that I wish to relate from Madhava Priya Prabhu at another time. And also, as I said, I want to interview them as well. But we should all take this opportunity to reflect upon the mercy that Srila Gurudev gave to all of us. And the opportunity that he gave to everyone, every single disciple of his. He gave access. Everyone could come to him, touch his lotus feet. Everyone could come to him. They could perform Guru Puja to him. They could speak with him. They could ask questions from him. For years and years, Srila Gurudev gave complete access to all the devotees. So, such a merciful personality, and so immersed in Braj Ras. Srila Gurudev's, I call it his transcendental trademark, that wherever he would go throughout the world, he would inundate the devotees' hearts and their minds with this special kind of Braj Katha. And in this way, he made it very clear to all the devotees, what is our goal? What is our sadhya? What is the aim of our spiritual practices? And how we should become serious? He would tell everyone that if you want to achieve this goal, then you have to perform the necessary sadhana to achieve this. And he would give instructions in all the necessary siddhanta. He would tell everyone that if you want to follow Shuddha Bhakti, you have to know this verse. Anya bilashita shunyam jnana karmadyanavritam anukulyena krishnanushilanam bhaktiruttama. He would tell everyone, this is pure bhakti. You must do this. Otherwise, there is no possibility of attaining this goal. And he would instruct everyone how they have to follow Upadeshamritam. If you want to attain perfection, follow Upadeshamritam. And especially the 8th verse. You have to follow each verse progressively, beginning with Vacha Vegam, Manasa Krodha Vegam, Jiva Vegam, Udaropasta Vegam, Etan Vegan Yo Vishaheta Dira, Sarvamapi Mam Prativimsa Shishyat. If you want to be in this path of pure bhakti, then you have to follow from the first verse of Sri Upadeshamrita, all, and especially coming to the 8th verse. Tannama rupa charitadi sukirtananu smrityo kramena rasana manasini yojya tishtan braje tadanuragi jananugami kalam nayeda kilamipti upadesha saram. You'll have to become immersed, living in Braj, as Rupa Goswami has given the essence of all instructions. Again and again and again, Srila Gurudev would quote this verse throughout his travels throughout the world, that you must come to Braj, you must live in Braj, and you must have this full immersion in hearing, chanting, remembering the name, form, qualities, pastimes, and so forth. Living there, Tishtan Braje, under the guidance of Rasik Vaishnava, this message of our Rupanuga Sampradaya, all throughout the world. And he helped everyone who came to him with unlimited, causeless mercy, giving guidance, giving support to everyone. So now we have to follow what Srila Gurudev has given. Actually, he has only departed from this world in the physical sense, but he has not at all departed. Spiritually, he is fully present, and he is fully present in the hearts of all of his disciples. So if we understand and enter into this mood of Guru Nishta, then we will feel that Srila Gurudev is with us in our life, always guiding us. And through the mood of separation, we can worship him every day, singing his glories, singing his Guru Puja, chanting his pranam mantras, but especially following his instructions in our life. If we do this, he will be with us. Sri Srila Prabhupada wrote this fact in the very beginning of his Srimad Bhagavatam, when he was dedicating his translation of the Srimad Bhagavatam to his Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. And he said, he lives forever by his divine instructions, and his follower lives with him. So in this way, Srila Gurudev has shown us what we need to do in our spiritual life. If we follow that, we will always be united with him in our heart. And in the mood of separation, we will enter into the mood of the Brijbasis, their separation mood. This is what Srila Gurudev came to teach. And he taught his final pastime here in Jagannath Puri, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entered into the extreme conditions of separation mood. So how perfect was Srila Gurudev's final lila in this world. So I'm praying at the lotus feet of Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, and on behalf of all of his disciples, all of his followers, all throughout the world, I'm dedicating this short little video to his memory so that the devotees can meditate upon his lotus feet and feel united in their heart with our beloved Srila Gurudev. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj ki jai.